Just give me script. I don't have anything, give me the best. 4, 500, 5,000 characters you can give me. Welcome back to VibeMic TV. Today's movie follows a story about friendship, love, heartbreak, and the complicated choices people make when emotions get involved. The movie begins with Kunal, a successful and charming young man who seems to have everything going for him. He's confident, carefree, and enjoys living life without too many responsibilities. For Kunal, relationships are simple. Have fun, enjoy the moment, and never get too emotionally attached. At least that's what he believes. Everything seems to be going perfectly until he meets Ali. Ali is energetic, adventurous, and completely different from anyone Kunal has ever met. She loves excitement, she hates rules, and she believes life should be lived to the fullest. The two quickly become close. What starts as friendship soon turns into something much deeper. Before long, they're spending almost every moment together. From late-night conversations to spontaneous trips and unforgettable experiences, their connection grows stronger every day. For the first time in a long time, Kunal feels truly alive. But just when everything seems perfect, another person enters the picture. Her name is Daya. Unlike Ali, Daya is calm, mature, and emotionally grounded. She believes in commitment, she values honesty, and she approaches relationships very differently. At first, Kunal and Daya don't have much in common. In fact, they often disagree. But as they spend more time together, something unexpected begins to happen. Kunal starts seeing a side of life he never paid attention to before. He begins to appreciate stability, trust, and genuine emotional connection. Soon, he finds himself caught between two very different women. One represents excitement and freedom. The other represents comfort and a future. And that's when the real drama begins. As the three spend more time together, tensions slowly start to rise. Ali notices changes in Kunal's behavior. He doesn't laugh the same way anymore. He doesn't make impulsive decisions like before. He seems distracted, confused, and emotionally distant. At first, she tries to ignore it. But deep down, she knows something is changing. Meanwhile, Daya finds herself developing feelings she never expected. She tries to keep her distance. She tells herself that getting involved would only create problems. But emotions rarely follow logic. The more time she spends with Kunal, the harder it becomes to hide how she truly feels. What makes the situation even more complicated is that nobody wants to hurt anyone. There are no villains here, no evil plans, just three people trying to figure out their hearts. And that's what makes the story so relatable. Eventually, the emotional tension reaches a breaking point. Secrets come out, truths are revealed, and friendships that once seemed unbreakable suddenly begin to crack. Kunal is forced to confront the question he's been avoiding for a long time. What does he actually want? For years, he has been running from commitment, running from difficult conversations, running from responsibility. But now he can no longer hide. Because every choice comes with consequences. As misunderstandings grow, the relationships between all three characters become increasingly strained. Moments that were once filled with laughter are replaced by silence. The trust they built together begins to disappear, and everyone starts questioning whether their relationships can survive the emotional damage. The film does an excellent job showing how love isn't always simple. Sometimes there are no perfect answers. Sometimes people can care deeply about one another and still end up hurting each other. As the story moves toward its emotional climax, Kunal realizes that continuing to avoid difficult decisions is only making things worse. For the first time in his life, he decides to stop running. He decides to be honest. Not only with Ally, but also with himself.
What follows is an emotional series of conversations that force all three characters to confront their feelings.
Old wounds are open, regrets are shared, and painful truths finally come to light. Some moments are heartbreaking, others are surprisingly hopeful. The film balances romance, humor, and emotional drama in a way that keeps viewers invested throughout. As the final act unfolds, each character begins to understand something important. Love isn't about possession. It's not about winning, and it's not about getting everything you want. Sometimes love means letting go. Sometimes it means accepting change. And sometimes it means having the courage to choose the path that feels right, even when it's painful. The ending brings together everything the movie has been building toward. Relationships are tested, and lessons are learned.